Today we are ranking our homemade wiffle ball bats. We have 4 of them today. We got a night light bat. It glows in the dark. You can kind of see it was glowing. We had it in the garage for a little. We got this plain wiffle ball bat. That's gonna that's gonna be a good one. That one's just like the
original.
Yeah. Then we got this composite bat that we made. We cut off the tip and the handle. It's got a nice grip on it. And we got this one. This one has a tape barrel. This one was the first wiffle ball bat that I made. It's got this thing. It's not actually composite, but yeah, and it's got a pretty junky grip. All right, so starting off with the normal one. So we hit in the behind our garage, and this one had the worst power out of all the bats and performed generally the worst. So I did hit a homer first swing with this one, and so did Jack, but it was kind of difficult too, just because the barrel's not very big. It doesn't have that much power. So, all right, we're gonna make our classic bat. All right, Jack. For power, what do we want to give this one? So we have our ranking. I know it's probably backwards, but whatever.
Decent.
Power, we'll give the power like a 2 out of 5. We're gonna rank it out of 5 stars. So let's see if I can draw a star. Okay. Contact. I hit one out first try with this one. I think you did too.
Yeah.
So
the contact isn't as good because it has a small barrel.
Yeah. So we're gonna give this one a 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
So
better than the power.
Yeah. So you can probably hit dingers, and with 2 strikes, this would be a good bat if you're playing wiffle ball, but it doesn't have the biggest barrel. So we got power, contact. What other metrics do we have? Just general feel, probably.
Yeah. That would be it, probably.
Yeah. So feel this bat. It has the standard grip. It just has the standard wiffle ball grip, and the knob is pretty small. It's got the rounded top, I believe. But this bat, as you can see, it says official wiffle ball bat on it. Made in the USA. So I'd say the grip isn't actually that bad. The feel, it feels pretty good. The barrel, contact, I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5 for the feel. This actually feels a lot better than some of the ones that we have coming up. And by feel, we're going with how easy it is to grip, how nice the grip feels, and how easy it is to hit the sweet spot. So this one, it's pretty good. Okay.
All right.
So the next one, we're going with the night bat. Okay. So this one actually came with a set, and it came with 3 extra glow-in-the-dark baseballs and bases and a mound. So this is like a full set. It's actually a company. This one has a really nice grip, and it does have a taped-up barrel. So this is our night bat. It has it's pretty good power. This was the second best the second worst out of our 4 bats that we tested. And this was the second most recent one that we made. Not including this one, because this one was just straight out of the package. So I'm going to give this one for power, I'm going to 3 out of 5, yeah. Just because we wouldn't, it definitely hits well.
Yeah.
And the taped up barrel is really nice, and it's really smooth compared to the other one, like the homemade one, the first one that I made. So overall, this actually is pretty good. Contact.
I would give that
I'm giving it a 3
Yeah.
because I was able to hit one out first try with this.
I wasn't.
You weren't, yeah. But it does have a little bit bigger barrel in comparison to the other one. And it's got this generally, like, very big sweet spot. It's not as big as the, other homemade bat, but it has a lot, like, cleaner sweet spot. So the ball's not going to do any weird things when it hits. So 3 out of 5 for contact. Now, feel. This bat, I'm honestly giving it a 5 out of 5 for feel. This grip is very nice.
Perfectly taped.
Yep, it's perfectly taped.
Barrel.
Yep, if you hit it on the barrel, this ball is just gonna this is gonna fly. This bat, it came with this like spiky grip kind of. You can see out of the part that we didn't tape. But this tape job in general is insane, and the knob is a little small, but it still just has an insane feel to it. So this is our night bat rankings. You can see compared to the classic, it definitely did a little bit better. Okay, next bat is this composite. This is my first homemade bat.
It's not really a composite.
Yeah, I made this a few years ago. So I actually wrote Cat 11 on it. I didn't know that the new cat bat would be called the Cat X2. I made this one, only the Cat X was out. So they didn't have any, Marucci Code, Marucci Fractal yet. So, Cat 11, Cat XI. Okay, power, 4 out of 5. This bat has some very good power. I wasn't able, it actually took me a lot of tries to be able to hit one out. But when I did, this just soared. It
just goes.
Yeah, it did beat the other 2 bats that we have in distance. But this bat just overall has a very nice, sweet spot. It is a little bit rough, but you definitely can square it up nice with this. Okay, so contact. What are you thinking?
Contact, I feel like I would give it a 3.
3? Okay.
I feel like it's the same contact as like
the other ones. Yeah, and I think we gave 3 out of 5s to all of them so far.
Yeah.
But you can square it up pretty nicely. I was able to hit with Jack pitching. I was able to hit some foul balls before I actually hit one out.
Yeah.
And Jack hit it first try, but I was throwing underhand to him, and he was throwing overhand from the actual mound distance. So we have this one. And feel.
Feel? I wouldn't give
it that
I would
high.
give it like a 2.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. This bat, the grip, we don't use electrical tape like we do for the other 2 taped grip bats. This one, we actually use some Scotch tape, and you can see this is coming off. This is like electrical tape to hold the end. And this just overall has a very rough grip. You can see like right in there, there's some stuff. And there's like some little stuff sticking out. This bat is used, like, we use this bat a lot. Just because it was my first one I ever made. So it was actually not that bad, but it's gotten worse over time after people have used it a lot. So it feels 2 out of 5. I would probably give it a 3 from when it was first made, but it's just like deteriorated. Okay. So now
everybody's been waiting for.
Yeah, this is my favorite bat, the composite. So what I actually did for this one was I cut off the end and this end, and I cut in the middle, and it kind of gives like a standard composite type look. So this is a Cat X, and you can see it like tapers up, And that's as they cut this off and they remove the cap to get that composite bat when they slid it down. Now that's a 3-piece. This is only a 2-piece. It's a 2-piece composite bat. But you can kind of see how it comes out. And you can definitely see how the knob is shaped like that. Yep, that's another.
Is a 2-piece.
Yeah, this is a 2-piece. So you can see how they had to cut the knob off and then they glued it back on and they would just pop the cap off to get the 2-piece. You can see this one doesn't really have like that middle connector part like the Cat X does. So, power.
5 out of 5.
This bat can hit absolute
Tanks.
bombs. Yeah. This bat is insane. And we didn't even tape the grip on it. Or we didn't even tape the barrel on this one. We got some more plans for this bat. But you can just hit it right here. The composite is so nice. Like, you can just hit. It's definitely a bit heavier. It's end loaded because it got this, but it's just this. It's way heavier than just the normal one.
Standard.
Yeah, and it just this bat can just absolutely drive the ball. Okay, contact. For contact, we have. I'm gonna give this bat another. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
The
contact is really good, but
think,
it's shortened.
Yeah, it is a decent bit shorter because
like about an inch.
Yeah. So like, if we compare
that much.
Yeah. Lots. Okay.
Feel.
This bat just has a really nice
5
grip.
out of 5.
5 out of 5. There's really nothing much you can ask for else in a bat. This bat is insane. Alright,
Well, that's it.
thanks for watching. Those were rankings of 4 of our Wiffle bets.